YouTube, Captain Omega here to bring you a Phantom Knight deck profile. During the January 2020 ban list, they brought back, hang on, no, that's not it. You know what, screw it. They brought back, Phantom Knight Rank Up Magic launch at 3. So now, I can finally summon my favorite boss monster, Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon. It took me a while to finally finish the deck to a point where I felt like it was actually playable, where it actually felt like it ran smoothly. Also, sorry if you guys hear anything odd in the background. My dog's in the room. My bad. Anyway, let's just get right into the deck profile. Now, first off, we run 3 Junk Forwards, 3 Marauding Captains, and this might seem like a bit of a shock, but only 2 Kagemucha Knights. Now, these are pretty much staples in any Phantom Knight deck, mostly because they're just, level 3s, they're great Xyz fodder. But the reason that I play Kagemucha, I only play 2 Kagemucha Knights, is because I also run a few level 4s in this deck. And at 3, sometimes you won't be able to special summon it when you summon another a level 4 monster. So that's why I only run 2. It might seem odd, but you know. And next up, we run 3 Ash Blossom. It's practically a staple in any deck. Plus, it is a level 3, and many people do forget that it is, in fact, a monster card. Next up, to the actual Phantom Knight cards, we run 2 Ragged Gloves, 3 copies of Ancient Cloak, and 3 copies of Silent Boots. I only play 2 gloves because I don't feel like it's that important for the deck. Obviously, it is very important, but it does sometimes brick at 3, so that's why I only play it at 2. Now, let me just clear all of this. Yeah, there we go. Now, on to the level 4s. First, we play 1 Armageddon Knight, because, you know, it's a staple in practically every warrior deck. We play 2 copies of the Phantom Knights of Fragile Armor, 2 copies of Blue Mountain Butter Spy. Fragile Armor is pretty good because you can special summon it when a Phantom Knight monster you control is destroyed. So if you destroy, like for example, your where is it? Your Break Sword off of its own effect, then you could also special summon Fragile Armor as Chain Link 2. And then Blue Mountain Butter Spy is just another great staple for any Phantom Knight deck. I do run it at 2 because you can't really normal summon it, and sometimes that just gets into a bit of trouble when you're running it at 3. Next up are the spells. We run 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Raigeki, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Reinforcement of the Army. I'm pretty sure these are all explainable. Monster Reborn is great Link and Xyz fodder. Foolish Burial, helps you get to your combo pieces, and same for Reinforcement. And Raigeki just, sort of clears your opponent's board. And then we go on, and then we also play 1 Pot of Desires just to help with the, consistency and draw power. And then next up, we go on to our Isolde fodder, 1 DDR, 1 Disposable Learner Device, 1 Living Fossil, and 1 Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. I chose to run Disposable Learner's Device instead of Moon Mirror Shield because you're going to have a lot of monsters in the graveyard, and that can stack up to some pretty big attack power. And our last spell is, of course, 2 copies of Phantom Knight Rank Up Magic Launch. These just are really great. They help you get to your they help let you summon your Dark Requiems, which is just a fantastically amazing boss monster. But it can brick at 3, so I would advise to only run 2. Onto the traps, we of course run 3 Fog Blades because you want to max out on those negates. 1 Wing, 1 Sword, 1 Shade Brigandine, 2 Mist Claws, and then next up we run some of the more obscure ones, such as 2 Lost Vambrace and 2 Wrong Magnet Rings. I love Magnet Rings out of the other level 2 monster traps, like Lost Vambrace, because not only does Wrong Magnet Ring stop an attack, but it helps you, but you can draw 2 cards in exchange for it and a Phantom Knight's spell or monster. And of course, Fog Blade, Sword, and Wing are also Monster Reborns in the graveyard, which can help go into some great Xyz or Link fodder. And I play 2 Mist Claws simply because you can get your banished Phantom Knight monsters back from the hand. And then, last of all, I play 1 of each Solemn card. Of course, you need the Solemn Brigade just to help with negates. Because Phantom Knights are great for monster negates, but they lack a bit in the spell and trap negates, so that's why I sort of play Warning and Judgment. And next up, we go straight to the extra deck with our Link monsters. We play 1 Bujinki Ahashima, 1 Isolde, 1 Borrelsword, and 1 Zeraboros. Now, Isolde is pretty self-explanatory. It's great warrior support in general. Bujinki Ahashima, great Xyz support. Borrelsword Dragon, just amazing. And Topologic Zeraboros. You're going to do a lot of banishing in this deck. And if you summon Zeraboros at the right time, man, it just gets to just big number. And next up, we go to our Xyz monsters, which take up the rest of the extra deck. So we play 1 Cursed Javelin and 1 Mannequin Cat, which is why you sort of play the Lost Vambrace and Wrong Magnet Ring. Cursed Javelin is just pretty... I wouldn't exactly say it's great, but it's pretty alright rank 2. And Mannequin Cat just sort of helps you summon another monster onto the field. Onto our rank 3s. We run 3 Breaksword and 1 Dante. Dante, of course, gets cards to the graveyard, so you can combo more. And I run the 3 Breaksword simply because I've had times where I was only running 2 and my opponent kept getting rid of them, so I couldn't, go into my combos. And onto the rank 4s, we, of course, run 1 Time Thief Redoer and 2 Dark Rebellions. Redoer is... I'd say you'd play Redoer if you're going first, simply because you could just summon it, and then the next turn, if you have Shade Brigandine as material, you could shuffle one of your opponent's cards back into the deck. And then I play the 2 Dark Rebellion because, you're going to need them for your 2 Dark Requiems. Which Dark Requiem is the main boss monster of this entire deck. Like, what you would hopefully do is summon Breaksword, activate its effect to destroy itself and a card your opponent controls, activate Breaksword's effect to bring back 2 random Phantom Knight monsters as a level 4s because that's part of its graveyard effect. Overlay those into Dark Rebellion, activate Dark Rebellion's effect, and then banish one of your Ancient Cloaks to get your Rank Up Magic launch, activate launch to summon Dark Requiem. Now, I'm aware that this deck probably won't do that good, especially in this current format, with the entire, crush card epidemic going on. You can't really go to tournaments. I mean, like, online play with Adamantimators and friggin' Eldritch running around, this probably won't fare the best. But if you like this deck and you want to try it out, I suggest playing it. It's a really fun deck. It's it can be really consistent, and it can make some pretty big numbers. And yeah, that's my deck profile. I will be planning on doing some more deck profiles later on, maybe some like top 10 lists or whatever. So, if you want more of that, then just feel free to like or whatever. And then, yeah, see you guys next time.